Welcome to Kickstarter Radio. I'm your host, Lipstickpaddy, and today we're on Kickstarter checking out Storm Raiders. Now, if you know me, my favourite game is Fallen Land, and I love post-apocalyptic games. Ooh, yeah. Well, I should be interested in this, shouldn't I? Should be. Yeah, I do like Shem Phillips, indeed. Who doesn't? But what is going on here is with Arcus Studios. What's that? Is it just a new name of a studio? Is that what it is? They're still in Wellington, New Zealand. So, hey. Anyway, it says race, raid and salvage across Atlantis to become the greatest Storm Raider in this 1 to 4 player game designed by the legendary New Zealand designer Shem Phillips. Well, you know, there is a Mad Max movie coming out this year, and I think when you go post-apocalyptic, if you've not got combat, what the heck's going on? How can you have a safe post-apocalyptic? Well, this is definitely a Euro-inspired game. It almost feels like a race around pick-up-y delivery-ish, and the only threat is a tornado. Huh? It is really, really kind of strange how it's been done. I guess the interesting part of it is the player board, how that everything kind of moves around on that player board and how it's done. But I really don't know. I mean, I would have increased threat by having to go into areas of the map that were contested by people in the world, because everywhere you go, it's safe. I don't understand this. I wish you could actually go to these places and do combat. That's what I thought. I feel it needs. So, anyhow, why back now? Well, firstly, the Garfield games, they kind of do a pre-order, don't they? They've gone almost retail-itis with their Kickstarters, but with this Arcus here, they are potentially saying it is going to be a deluxe version. So yes, it is going to be a Kickstarter edition. There is going to be a standard edition, of course, which will be the retail. And really the only point of coming to Kickstarter these days is for the deluxe edition, because hey, you wait for the retail, it'll be cheaper than the Kickstarter, and you won't have all that shipping and tax to pay. So think about that. If you're coming for the standard edition, just wait, of course. Yeah. Let's keep going. Stress-free shipping. No pledge manager means you can secure your shipping costs today. It means no $1 pledges. That's right. There's no pledge manager. It's like a pre-order, but it kind of isn't at the same. So it's kind of like a hybrid in the grey area. Now, art-wise, it's lovely, isn't it? Do you like the art? It's like an impressionist style of Mad Max. Like it. So there is going to be this promo card, which is, you know, you often see promos coming in, but... So yeah, dice drafting. Dice drafting is on your player board. Resource management, that's what you're going to be picking up and putting in your car. Pick up and deliver, yes indeed. Set collection, yeah, variable player powers, but no combat. What's going on? Now, you do have 3 vehicles. So you've got like your Mad Max car, you've got an aeroplane, post-apocalyptic with an aeroplane. Yeah, it gets a bit weirder. Post-apocalyptic with a submarine. Huh? What? It's like, yeah, let's do a post-apocalyptic game and take out the combat, but let's add airships and underwater vehicles and have the only threat being the weather. Does that sound good to you? I'd be like, what? Why do we have to take combat out of the game? I just think You go into these towns to pick up stuff. Why can't you just fight? I don't know. Maybe that game already exists out there, and I don't know. So it feels very Euro-like, and your playboard is almost a little puzzle where you're juggling things around with the dice. You're picking up stuff and all that good stuff. So if you want a kind of pick up and deliver without a risk, and you can kind of predict what the path of the typhoon is, because it goes down a set path, but you don't know how far it's going to go down the path, so there might be a bit of risk and reward and all that stuff. Storm Raiders looks like a fancy thematic game, but beneath its chrome is a tight action selection game about maximizing scope. It should be. Storm Raiders looks like a fancy thematic game, but there's no combat here. Get ready for tensions. Now it says, will your opponents beat you to that wreck site? So it is like a race. It's a little bit of a race. Huge replayability. Yes, your vehicles and submarines and all that stuff do get randomized. It's got gorgeous art, really does. It's got great trays for quick setup. I love how those dice go around here. It looks super cool. Yeah. I think the board looks nice. I think it could have had some more detail on the brown world. Just because you're post-apocalyptic doesn't suggest that trees haven't recovered or bushes. It feels so much like a prototype, and they've just put a theme over the top. Because thematically, it does not make sense to just go to these places and take stuff and there's no combat on the board. It's post-apocalyptic. Does it make sense that you've got submarines? Does it make sense that you've got aeroplanes? Yeah. So anyway, custom dice. I really like the black and white dice. I like that they've done the pips. That looks really cool. I do like the boards that you're using. That looks really nice. But it literally is a little bit of a puzzle where you're getting points and you're mitigating damage and stuff like this. Because the damage that's getting done to your vehicles, that'll stop you getting things, and negative points will be coming in. The cog wheels at the top will be turning as you're gaining points in these 3 paths. So there's 3 things to really concentrate on. And, you know, nice art. But again, what's a plane and a submarine doing in a post-apocalyptic game? I've really got to get away from the theme. It's a different kind of post-apocalypse. It's like, I don't know. I don't know. So yeah, that's my main concern, is there's no combat here. The threat really is off the whirlwind. I don't even want to look at the standard edition. It's got meeple. It's got these standees. What did the other one have? The same, didn't it? It says Storm Miniature Deluxe Edition. You're going to get acrylic standees. They don't look that acrylic, do they? Well, okay. So the big difference is acrylic. And the Storm is a miniature. So that's one of the reasons to come and get it. I do like this kind of thing that it's set up here. It is kind of nice. The bags are going to be screen printed and are not going to retail. The dashboard's a dual layer on the Deluxe, which is nice. Yep. And you get the nice dice tray, and you get all the game tray stuff. You're not going to get that with the standard. Right, so mini expansion already. You get, what are you getting though? This adds What is it adding? Great gameplay additions. What are they? It adds hazards on the road, new contracts, deadly contracts. Reavers have attacked our beloved Stormholds. Fortunately, our allies managed to get word out before it was too late. These are just more pick up and deliver things, aren't they? They're not... I don't know, is it like light combat? You've got to have enough power to overpower these things? Am I missing that? But it's still weak. I prefer rolling dice or something instead of just a number against a number thing. That's kind of lame. I want to see some dice chucking. Elixir tokens. These, the days are long, the nights long. Carrying a flask of Atlantean elixir can come in handy when you need a little pick-me-up. So this is just going to give you a boost. And some new vehicles. So it's not that fantastic, is it? Now, this is $15, and if you put that on Deluxe, how is it jumping to 125? Should that not be 95 USD? So what have they done here in the Everything Deluxe? There's an add-on. Is it this metal upgrade for the... yes, you get the metal upgrades. Okay. Storm Raider pack just for some alt art. And there we are. So, gameplay-wise, it's like a soft Euro, potentially gateway. There's not that many rules. It seems to be a quick game. The map's not that big. With the only threat of... Whirlwind almost puts it at a family weight for me. With there being nothing nasty happening, it's certainly kid-friendly, question mark. But I just can't get over the fact there's no combat. Can you not have like an AI moving around and to get, if it comes in your zone, you've got to fight it? Can you not just introduce a module that makes something dangerous? Because if there's AIs moving around that you've got that are going to attack you, I mean, you've got all these ships and stuff. That's my biggest, your biggest thing. These vehicles don't seem to have weapons and stuff like that, but post-apocalyptic, take away the threat of the dangerous world of humans and ghouls and monsters in the zone, and you just have post-apocalyptic super friendly. And thematically things have been going on, but you don't see that in the game. It's a little bit weird. And for that, I don't recommend it. There is certainly better post-apocalyptic pick-up and deliver games with combat inside, and I have one of them myself. Checking my library. Wasteland Express is what it is. That's a beautiful game, and you can pick that up at retail, and it's fairly expensive, isn't it? Wasteland Express, but yeah, if you want pick up and deliver and you want a little bit more action orientation where you can upgrade your vehicles and put more guns on it, upgrade cargo and have NPCs going round, that is Wasteland Express. But Storm Raiders is a completely different kettle of fish. And for me, I'm not excited. And to have something post-apocalyptic like this is scratching my head. It really is off. It's like having a fantasy world without magic in it. That's how weird it feels. So, yeah. On that bombshell, thank you so much for watching. I'd love to know your thoughts on this. Are you happy that it's like this? I really don't know. And all that good stuff. And if you want to ask me a question, leave it in the comments. I'll put it in the end of the month Q&A. I've been your host, Lipstickpaddy. You take care. Stay safe. This is Kickstarter Radio 102.4. And all that good stuff. So, bye-bye for me.